I'm ready to get some seedlings transplanted. To avoid risk of shock for a successful transplant, I wet both the garden bed and the sprouts. I broke up the soil where I'll be transplanting and filled the holes with compost and mixed in some organic fertilizer. I cleaned out a raised bed about a week ago, except for the kale and parsley that's still growing. I started with red cabbage. I squeezed the side of the planters and carefully, very carefully, forced the plants out of the planters. I've learned it's best to not disturb the roots, so when it's possible, I try to keep the soil holding the roots intact during transfer. I'm planting a few of the large cabbage varieties in the middle row of the bed, and I want the crops in this bed to look as neat as possible, so I shifted some of the kales that were closer towards the center of the raised beds to the side of the raised bed that already had kale lined up in a row. I went ahead and added the nutrient-rich compost around the base of all existing kale and parsley plants and repeated the same transplant process for the large cabbage variety. After I was done, I watered the plants one last time and secured the roll cover around the bed. This is how I'll be protecting these crops from pests, since I no longer have crops in this bed that require pollination.